stressed. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So like, why did I feel so awkward? I feel like I'm making a video that I told myself I'd never make before. If you see, don't look at me like that. If you I have like a series of like dating videos, my AMBW videos. So today we're making a how we met video, which is actually really cool. And there's also a few questions as well, like that we're gonna share with you guys. So I guess we should start with the how we met.
So I'm Trevor. Am I doing like my whole bio?
I mean, you could do, it's up to you. You could do whatever you want, you know?
I'm Trevor. I'm Tracy's significant other.
Yes. Oh my God, I don't even know if they know my government like that. Oh, I guess maybe I should ask you questions and then we can talk about how we met. What's your nationality?
I'm American.
You know what they want.
I'm white.
There you go. There
Easy.
you go. What's your nationality? And then I guess we'll get into the other questions in a bit. It's very chaotic. We decided to do this really last minute, so sorry. Anyway, so how did we meet?
We met on OkCupid.
OkCupid, but where did we meet?
We met in Korea.
We met in Korea. And you know what's something that's so funny? I always tell him this all the time. I'm like, I was never dating.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking to date. I went to Korea to go make money. You guys know I barely wanted to put stuff online and stuff like that. Why did you go to Korea?
I went to Korea to get out of America.
That's very specific. Why'd you want to get out of America?
No, I wanted to, see the world, explore it. I had friends in Korea, who were Korean, so they helped me out with like getting a job, and it just seemed like a better option than China. And luckily, at the time, it was, because COVID was a thing.
At the time, it was. Why Korea? Like you said, China. So
yeah. So I was originally gonna go to China because I also have a lot of friends who are Chinese and like were gonna help me out, but there were just things at the time that made Korea the better option.
And then you met me. So I guess obviously Korea was the place to be.
Yeah.
If you guys have any questions about like traveling to Korea and moving to Korea, you can always ask me over on my Instagram. I'm always answering questions. I also have a couples page, so Trevor and Tracy, so you can always ask any questions over there. So yeah, we met in Korea and we worked at the same job. That was okay. Actually wasn't too bad. I'm not gonna shit on them right now.
For like a private school, it was definitely one of the best private schools you could have.
Yeah.
It was a pretty cush.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. We were about an hour out from Seoul. So it was a lot of stuff that we were able to do and whatnot and things like that. So that was really nice. But we did originally meet on OKC.
Was that the name for it?
Yeah, OKC is like the acronym.
I didn't know the fancy
It's
term.
okay, no, I got you with the acronym. And we just were chatting a lot. I think we were really good at just texting paragraphs.
Yeah, that's what I really enjoyed because I don't know if this really is anything in the conversation, but I grew up under the idea of you're only supposed to send like 2 lines max in a text when you're trying to flirt with a girl. And so being able to text full paragraphs, I talk a lot. So.
You do talk a lot. But that's okay.
It made it so easy. I was like,
Yeah.
I can express a full thought instead of like, that's cool.
No, I would always
Wink.
text paragraphs, and he was in America for like vacation time. So I would text paragraphs and I'd be like, why isn't this guy responding back to me? I think you told me like 2 days later that you were at home. Because we were texting, I was in Wonju where we were. I had just moved there,
Yeah,
and he was.
she saw my tag too, so she's probably like, yo, I know he in the city.
Yeah, I was like, I know
The fuck
he's here.
is
Where the
going
hell
on?
is he at? But that's a bit briefly of how we met. If you guys want to know a bit more, we can make another video for you after. But it's really not that like, bow, bow, pew, pew, exciting. It's just we're both from America and we met in Korea. So I think that's interesting. How long have we been dating for? Like a year and a half?
Close to it. I'll let, she decides on how long.
I do decide the time. So like a year and a half, and we're both going to be moving in together summertime. Summertime, so you'll probably see like some moving vlogs and all that stuff, and that'll be really fun. So I did want to go through like a few of the questions. You're Italian.
Yes. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like
I mean, like, I'm a spicy white.
season your food.
I can actually I can season food. I know seasonings outside of salt and pepper.
This is
and
good.
Ketchup and mayo.
He cooks all the time. I know how to cook, but I feel like my cooking has shrunk because he cooks so much, and I'm just like, there's no need for me to be cooking, honestly.
Oh, yeah, and if you guys want a cooking video,
ooh,
we could do that.
You can make a prosciutto. Isn't that the thing? No, that is the brajoli. I was like, that is the neat thingy, isn't it? Okay, so let's go through these questions. I have some questions for you, and then if you want, you can fire them back at me, but it's more for you, I guess, because they know me. What did your parents think about me?
They like you. Are you talking about like before I like introduced you guys?
I mean, you could answer as
Because
before and after.
for the longest time, I mean, you already know I barely talk to my parents. Not in like a bad way. It's just like I just don't tell my family.
He doesn't really call them. He doesn't really call them at all.
Yeah, I call them like once every 3 months. I'm like, yo, I'm still alive. Just so you know, don't worry. And I need money. Usually how it goes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But no, I told my parents you were from New York when we first started meeting because, you know, they started asking, like, oh, well, is she Korean? Because I'm in Korea.
Makes sense.
They were like, oh, Trevor's probably dating a Korean, more than likely. And I was like,
sense.
no, she's from New York. And then I told her that she was, her parents were Haitian, so she's black. And my parents were just kind of like, cool, is she really nice? And I was like, yeah, she's super nice.
I am nice. You know what? This is a good thing to pivot off of. It was going to be like, is it awkward to talk about race with each other? And I guess I'll go first. Not at all. I'm always talking about race. Always.
This is true.
Always. Not in a bad way.
Like, we're watching a show, and she'll just start talking about it. Like,
Yeah.
What are your people doing, Trevor? I'm like, yo, I don't fucking know.
I be telling him that all the time. It's not even in a bad way. It's just one of those, like, you know, just being comfortable to chat about it and having these open conversations and things like that. Especially because when we started dating, it was around the re-elections. So
Not just that, it was right after the Ahmaud Arbery, like that whole...
And George Floyd and everything. So
that was like the first like month or two of us dating.
Yeah, so having those conversations are super, super
already
important.
Intense conversations.
I
I
think
didn't even
we're
have a
quite good at
chance
it.
to ease into it.
I think we're quite good at it. I'm gonna say you didn't really need to ease into it. I think we're quite good at it.
My viewpoints were also
Yeah.
so.
So, do we listen to the same music?
Kind of. She's more into metal. I have very few metal bands, if you can consider them metal bands. Like, I like System of Down. I have a couple black metal bands, like Owlcest is a band I listen to.
Yeah, I listen to more metal and
new metal.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of metal, new metal. But I mean, I listen to other things. I think it's the other things that I listen to that when we kind of coincide.
We listen to like
lots of indie music.
Yeah, indie music.
Japanese.
We also have like some rap because I listen to a good amount of like rap and hip hop.
Yeah, where we kind of mesh. Yeah, so it's actually not too bad. There's never really music arguments. Like, if you put on something, I wouldn't really say, oh, what kind of crap is this changing?
Unless it was System of
a Down. Yes,
really not a fan.
100%. This is a what do we want to do for careers? I guess we should say what do we do for careers and what do we want to do? What do you do?
I'm an IT professional, so I work IT, I think, at like university levels.
Yeah, I was about to say what you work.
Yeah, I was about to give my whole thing, but yo, look me up, you know?
Come through. Yeah, so he works at a university and I helped him get a job at a university.
Yeah, she made my resume not look like ass.
Yes, I do not work currently, but I just had surgery, so you guys will see that before you see this video. Yeah, so I don't work. Yes. Hashtag itty bitty titty community. Mm-hmm. So I don't currently work, but what do we want to do? I would like to become a content creator, but also I kind of want to own businesses. So if I don't become a content creator and just like own a business or own property, I'm okay with that. Like, if you guys never see me again, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I guess mine would be like content creator. The entertainment area is just stuff I enjoy. So
I told him he should be an actor. I could see him acting, like Bodyguard #1. Like, I could
peak
see
role
it.
right there.
And I will help him find a job. You see how this works? See how it works?
Yeah.
That's my job, to help you find a job.
Yeah, because her goal is,
for him to become rich and for me to stay at home and do absolutely nothing all day.
Even though I'm trying to wiggle into that house husband role.
What's our favorite moment as a couple? I think for me, it's just like what we were doing earlier, like just reading.
I don't know what mine is.
I think for me, it's just like reading. We read a lot of, this is like a yaoi, but like we read a lot of mangas together. He doesn't read yaoi, but we just like lay down and listen to music and read. And to me, that's quite chill. Like, I don't have to.
So is this question like the favorite moment in our relationship that we can think of, or like favorite moments, like things we do?
I mean, you could answer it as yourself. Like, I think for me, it's things we do.
Mine's one moment in particular.
What's the moment? Can you say it on camera?
I can.
Okay, what's the moment?
It was one of our one of the nights you stay at my place. Mm-hmm. Not the whole night through, but like you were staying over late and you went to go leave and you walked out the apartment and then you ran back in.
Oh my god!
Right? So I'm laying in bed She's about to leave,
God.
and she's all nervous the whole time she's in there, which is really
you
funny.
really have to tell this story.
Oh yeah,
because
I do.
you know I have to edit, rewatch this back and edit it.
I do.
Right?
I do.
Jesus
This is a great
Christ.
moment. So she's like bouncing back and forth, like grabbing her stuff, and she's all nervous. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. And then like she leaves my apartment, and then she types the code back in and comes back in, and quickly goes, "I love you," and gets super embarrassed, and then darts out of the apartment.
I didn't run out. You didn't let me leave.
You were trying to.
It was
escape.
like a Wattpad moment.
Yeah, you were trying to escape. She was trying to wiggle out. She was like, all right. I was like, no, stay. We gotta, like, this is great. Because, you know, she said it first. Because, I'm a little bitch.
I'll agree that.
I'm a little bitch. That's definitely number one. And then two, I tend to just be slower at things, and she already knows that.
Yeah. No, I did say it first. I had no problem saying it first. Well, I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed, and I did want him to say it first, but I was like, yo, I tend to be straightforward. Like, if something's on my chest, I have to say it. So I did definitely say it first, but I don't say it as often as he does. I'm very much a person through action. Like, just action. That's how I show my love. I don't really feel like I need to say it, but that's how my parents are, so it's just... Well, my parents don't. They just argue all the time, but that's not the point. So I'm very much just like through actions. Actions is so much better. I think we'll just do... That was a cute story. Don't say it again. I think we'll just do two more. How was our first date?
Our first date?
We got barbecue. Well, what do you consider our first date?
Okay, so yeah, our first date for me
Go ahead.
was when we jumped around all those different cafes.
Okay.
That was technically our second
date. For me, it was when we went to get barbecue at the Korean place right next to my house.
Because I just landed back after my vacation, and I wasn't thinking of it as a date because it was super last minute. I was like, hey, yo, you want to go grab dinner?
This was our first time meeting, by the way.
I wanted to like meet her face to face to see, you know,
if I was real.
Was. Yeah, you know, I'm just saying, somebody that attractive, you get
catfish.
So like,
how was it though?
Our first encounter?
Our first date. Well, what you consider our first date? How was it?
Our first date, I really enjoyed it, even though I got us the worst macaroons in the world.
I mean, he's tried the Lauderay macaroons now, though. So
those were pretty good. The second macaroons I've ever had.
Yeah, no, those are really good. For me, the first date was nice. It was more getting to know him. I tend to get nervous because we went to eat, so I get nervous on first dates just in general. So I don't really like to eat in front of people. But when he asked me out to eat, I didn't want to say no because I felt like that was just really weird to say no. I thought it was nice. I thought it was nice to kind of get to know each other. You know, when you want to impress someone, but at the same time you don't want to like shoot your shot. Like you were talking about a lot of computer stuff. I remember because I asked you quite a lot about computer stuff, and I was just like, okay. But I didn't try to say I know how to do it because I know one day, because he builds computers as well, so I knew one day it might come back and they'll just be like, ah! Okay, I guess we'll do one more and then we'll just pause on that.
Yeah.
I feel like these are a lot of outdated questions. Like, do people stare at you when you go out in public?
I mean, not in the States, I feel like. Maybe if we were down south, maybe a little bit, but even then.
Yeah, but why would we be down south?
True.
Is there anything that you're worried about with us as a couple?
The things I worry about, I feel like I'm not worried that it'll damage our relationship.
Yeah.
I feel like the things I worry about is it'll damage my relationship with others. Because, for example, my parent, specifically my father, he's more of that like Blue Lives Matter, you know, like that group set, right? And so if anything came up that was very divisive, I'm gonna take Tracy's side, and if that just means burning that relationship with my father, I just burn that relationship with my father, and that sucks. That's one thing I worry about because I enjoy being able to be comfortable around my father and like talking to him, but I'm also not gonna let anybody disrespect or like belittle the person I'm in love with. You know, like
it'd be like that sometimes.
So you pick the camp you want to be in. My camp is following Tracy, so.
I think for me it would just be I reiterate this a lot, which is why you can tell this is probably a problem for me, is the kids aspect. Because, you know, where I am right now, I currently don't want to have kids, which he knows. I want to like adopt and like foster kids. But I think bouncing off of that, the bigger problem is if we do have kids, like how freely loosey-goosey we are. And like my parents are really Catholic and his parents are quite religious as well. Like I don't care if my child is gay and singing Born This Way. Like I don't really care about none of that nonsense. Actually, I welcome it. So I feel like, yeah, I welcome that nonsense. And same with him. It's not nonsense. I welcome it. But I know that, our parents who are older, I mean, my parents are Haitian. They're not first generation. They are what they are. And his parents are just Bible Belt Christians. Mm-hmm. So I worry about that aspect. But other than that, that's really it. So I think we're going to pause for now. I think you met Trevor. We've been chatting for a little bit. It was nice. If you guys have any questions, you can leave some comments down. If you want to see us again, just like the video. You don't really have, you can subscribe if you want to. It's up to you. It's your prerogative. But we'll definitely be making more videos. Probably not sit down unless you guys really want us to. I'm more of a vlog style channel. So definitely more vlogs. And we plan on doing video games together.
We have some multiplayer games we want to play together.
That's going to be really fun, as well as a podcast probably coming out soon, so definitely look out for that. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you later.